never said to anyone things like these. The other night I was reading about an Indian mystic who was invited into a Christian church. After the talk, the Christian priest shouted loudly to the congregation, "All you sinners, now kneel down and pray. Kneel down in prayer." They all kneel down except the mystic. The Hindu mystic did not kneel down. The priest looked at him and said, "Are you not going to participate with us in the prayer?" The mystic responded, "Yes, indeed I was going to participate, but I am not a sinner. And I do not see that anyone else here is a sinner. I was going to participate in the prayers, but now you have made it impossible for me. I cannot kneel down. I am not a sinner. God is within me in the seed form. How can I kneel down? I cannot be that disrespectful to God that is within me. God is within me and I make him kneel down. With me, who is going to kneel down? Is devil going to kneel down? Or God is going to kneel down? I can pray only because God is within me. And I am not praying for anything. My prayer is my thankfulness, my gratitude for all that he has already given to me. My thankfulness is that he has chosen me as his abode. He has honored me that I am part of him, that he dwells deep within me. Though I become oblivious of his presence, he belongs to me. I am ready to pray. I am ready to kneel down, but not as a sinner, because that is not true. You have been taught that you are sinners, that unless Jesus saves you are bound to go to hell. You have been condemned so much that this Eastern message bursts forth in your being. You start doubting. To you this is not possible. And I have never left home. Maybe it is true about Buddha. Maybe it is true about Jesus, but not about me. I am a sinner. Nobody is a sinner. Even while you are in the darkest hole of your life, you are still divine. You cannot lose your divinity even for a moment. If you are told that you have lost your divinity, then that cannot be divinity. If the seed loses its potentiality to become a flower, then it is not is a mango seed. Mango seed cannot lose the potentiality of becoming a mango. Maybe it has not got the right environment. It never came off the shelf. But to say that mango seed is not a mango seed, it's erroneous. Mango seed is mango seed because it has the potentiality of being the mango. You are divine to the very core of your existence, and that is for sure. Even in the darkest hour when you were asleep, you were divine. You cannot lose your divinity. When the seed was on the shelf, inside the packet, was it not a mango seed or a chrysanthemum seed or that? In every state of its growth, it was the seed. If you are told that you have lost your divinity, then you cannot be divine. There is no way to lose it. It is your very being. It is the intrinsic nature. It is the stuff that you are made of. Indeed, doubt is reinforced by everyone around you. You have to have the trust in yourself first. Yes, that which is in me will guide my steps, and your trust in your own capabilities and the force that lies within you will allow you to grow and attain fruition. That is why I say love is only when somebody accepts you as divine. He reinforces the truth that you are divine. If anybody reinforces the otherwise untruth, that you are not divine, it is not love. She may be your mother, he may be your father, it does not matter. If anybody gives you a self-condemnatory idea, he is not worth a penny. He is poisoning you. Never poison the children, and for that matter, never poison anyone. Anyone who comes into your contact, give him that trust, because this is the first and the foremost requirement. If anybody says that you are not accepted as you are, that God will love you only if you acquire or fulfill certain conditions, then he is destroying you. He is your enemy. Be aware of him. First and the foremost things is in the realm of the master, he accepts you as you are. And then he knows how to nourish and nurture each and every consciousness, each and every person. And then according to the potentiality of the person, the love begins to assume or shine for that potentiality to grow in the person. Just as one child has a lineage towards this, one disciple has a lineage towards the master, prepares him for that quality to blossom out of him. He attains to that kind of the light when it shines. It activates those qualities and he blossoms as a different person to shine one of the quality of that which is. All qualities belong to him. Someone need to be grown in this particular way. There are trends coming up when the spirituality and the science has to merge together. Someone who has a spiritual understanding and the scientific understanding, the light will create a harmony between the two, and that person will blossom in that way. Never condemn anyone. Give them your total love and care. And in that, the seed begins to grow and blossom. And that is one of the most beautiful aspects of it. These sessions will continue. This afternoon, the session is from 1 o'clock, that is at the Center of Light in Washington, D.C. Through the efforts of Dr. Asif Dhar, that session will also be available live. It is 1 to 4 Eastern Time. We know that we are in different time zones, but we have one of the greatest benefit that we can connect with one another beyond time and space. Science has conquered and the technology has conquered the space and time. During the time of Buddha, during the time of Jesus, this technology was not available. Probably the CEO of Facebook was not then available to Jesus. Otherwise, we would have had the message of Jesus for us. But we are in a very lucky, a fortunate state that technology has conquered time and space, and even being far away in different continents, in different time zones, with a little effort on our parts, we can connect to these sessions. And tomorrow, 18th of September, there is a live session at George Washington University, which is a Qawwali session, a tribute to deceased Pakistani Qawwal Amjad Sabri, Fana Fi Allah. Dissolution in the ocean of the being, and how music and meditation can connect together. I'll give a brief talk. You know, these days people are looking for $10 gifts. So there are stores which have $1 gifts or $10 gifts. So I am a $10 speaker, 10 minutes speaker. Whatsoever opportunity or time is given you, even if it is a one moment, it is enough. Remember, meeting happens in a moment. Love happens in a moment. Love requires no more than a moment for it to blossom in you. Then blossoming takes a while, but it attains fruition. It happens in a moment. So even if the moment is given, that is more than enough. That session, and then 19th will again be session at Center of Light. But these morning sessions, 7 to 8 is the meditation session, but it is the live talk will be between 8 and 9. This morning I had to start up a little early, the talk, because it was not announced and everyone was waiting on Skype for the session to begin. So until this afternoon, 1 o'clock Eastern Time, take care and do have a pleasant day.